the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maury and athleticism aren't normally two things that we have ever really discussed on this show.
Because they don't coexist.
Thank you. But damn it, Maury brought me something that is more of an experiment than anything else. And it is what they call the pink drink effect.
Okay.
Okay, so they took a bunch of people, they put them on treadmills, right? And they gave them clear liquid water to drink that had a little bit of sugar, a little bit of carbohydrates in it.
Yeah.
Then they gave them the exact same drink, only colored pink.
Yeah.
And what they found was that drinking something pink triggers something in the brain. It's the sort of feel-good effect, and it made them exercise harder. Because
Really?
what they think is that they are actually ingesting something sweeter and something that has more carbohydrates in it. So they found that when running, people were actually able to improve performance by like 5%, a little bit less than 5%.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's the pink drink effect.
Yeah.
So of course, this is out of all the things in the world of athletics, Maury brings me the pink drink effect.
Hi.
Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to test this.
Okay.
So Dammit Maury is going to leave the room, right, Moore?
Am I leaving now?
Yeah, no, you will in a second.
Okay.
So Moore is going to go out the door all the way down this end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Then he's going to run all the way around.
Okay.
And he's going to run back in the studio. You're going to time him.
Oh, okay.
Then he's going to drink something pink.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to try it again to see if he has improved at all. Now, when it comes to a pink drink,
Yes.
okay, we have options. So I would leave it up to you, Mocha, on what you would like Maury's pink drink to be to try and get that same effect. We have pink lemonade. And we also have strawberry milk.
Uh-huh.
And we also have Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. So I think for everybody, I think the clear answer, I was going to say the pink milk, the milkshake, but clear until I saw Pepto-Bismol.
Right.
It's got to be that.
Can I offer a second option?
Okay.
What about if we did pink lemonade, Pepto-Bismol, and strawberry milk?
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. So let's go with that one.
All three is always an option.
I'll be running really fast to the bathroom.
Okay, so we're going to do the first test right now. Then you're going to come back and have a cocktail of pink lemonade, Pepto-Bismol, and strawberry milk. Okay, so you and Shem, out you go right now.
Okay,
all the
doke.
way down, and you're going to be on the phone with us, okay, while you do it. So put your earbuds in, and you guys go down there, and we'll talk to you on the way.
Okay.
And then you let us know when you're ready.
Okay.
Here's my question
Yeah,
with the cocktail.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit more of the Pepto-Bismol, a
Right.
little bit more of the strawberry milk.
Here's my question. I don't. The thing that he's doing right now, running it does. I don't even care about this part. I really don't. You don't even have to time it. It's okay because the only thing that I wanted to do was this. I only wanted to do this. I only wanted to have this conversation with you. Should it be pink lemonade, strawberry milk, and Pepto-Bismol in sort of like 3 shot glasses laid out where he does 1, 2, and 3, or should they be all mixed into 1 cup and he drinks it that way?
Mixed.
Mixed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. Is he down there yet? Can we?
Hi, Dan and Maury.
Hello.
Hello, Maury. Okay, so Maury, you're all set to go?
Yeah, let me hang on a sec. Hang on.
So Maury is down the hall right now. He's going to do the full lap of the building and run right back into the studio. As soon as he runs back into the studio,
Yep.
wink.
Yeah.
You're going to give him his time, I guess,
Sure.
something like that. Okay.
Should I be running as fast as I can?
Yeah. Run as fast as you can, man. And then we're going to come in and do the pink drink challenge. Okay.
I didn't stretch first.
Yeah. Well, let's.
That's a you problem.
That's a you problem. Yeah. We'll get you. We'll get you lubed up after. Okay. All right. So
Ready?
Yeah. So Mocha, if you want to count Maury down.
Yeah. Ready, Maury?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Wow. What, are you running into a house of mirrors?
It's like a ghost is chasing you. Okay. Okay.
Sit.
Okay.
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 That was 23.13 seconds.
23.13 seconds. Okay, now more. Here's what we're going to do. Hand me a glass, please. Okay. So here is you're so gassy after a run.
And you didn't even drink anything yet.
Who gets that gassy after a run? You okay? How you feeling?
I wish that was it.
Okay. Also, the contraption on Maury's head right now is just so he can film it. He's wearing the head cam. Okay, so Maury, so what's going to happen now is we're going to give you a second to catch your breath. We're going to play a song. We're going to come back. And what Mocha and I have decided, just so you know, is that the question was, should it be pink lemonade, strawberry milk, or Pepto-Bismol? Yeah. And what we decided while you were running was it should really be all three.
Separately.
No.
Okay.
We'll let you catch your breath. And then when we come back, we'll continue with the what's it called? The pink drink challenge?
Yeah, it's like the pink drink experiment,
That's
really,
what
where
it
they
is,
say
yes.
that your athletic performance will be improved if you drink something pink. Okay?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So this is what, the pink drink challenge?
Okay, so this is, according to a new study, if they gave athletes a pink colored drink, and they use pink specifically because the brain associates pink usually with things that are sweeter.
Yeah.
Right? And what they found was they gave athletes two drinks that were identical in sugars and carbohydrates. One was pink, one was not. What they found was if you give an athlete something that is pink to drink, they actually do perform better because the brain thinks that what they've just consumed is actually more beneficial than something that is of clear liquid. So they did this with running. Damn it, Maury already did one lap around the building, back into the studio. His time was what?
23.13 seconds.
23.13 seconds. So, Maury, right, how you feeling, Maury? You still out of breath?
Yes.
Okay,
very much so.
So when it comes to pink drinks, what we had, the options were pink lemonade, strawberry milk, which is also pink, or just straight up Pepto-Bismol.
Very pink.
Very pink. And then so it was decided that it would in fact be all three. It was also decided that all three would be in the same glass.
I don't know if that's ever been done.
Probably not.
It's the first for everything.
Like bubbly Pepto? I don't know what that's going to do.
Bubbly milky Pepto.
Sounds delicious.
Okay.
I wish I had a glass.
So, Mocha, I would ask you this, okay? If we're dealing with pink lemonade, strawberry milk, and Pepto-Bismol, what should be the base?
Oh, it should go, I know exactly.
Okay, please.
It should go strawberry milk.
Yes.
Then the pink lemonade,
Yes.
topped off with the Pepto-Bismol.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start off with strawberry milk then. This is also. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Maury. I don't know where you were keeping these things, but this is
in the car.
This is the warmest container
my
of milk
God.
that I've ever held in my life. Okay, so I'm going to try and do.
It looks so good.
One third.
What was that lumpy part that fell out?
I don't know. Okay, so there is that right there is 1/3 strawberry milk, and then you said
Lemonade.
pink lemonade. Okay, so pink lemonade on top of that.
Yeah.
Which there we go. Oh, it's fuzzy lemonade
I was
too.
gonna say, it looks like it's
this is going to be
carbonated.
carbonated Pepto-Bismol.
Okay.
Oh, I got to wait for the bubbles to go. Down. Okay, and then here we go. And if you remember, Pepto gives you this little tiny cup as
like a shot glass,
as a guide on how much Pepto to ingest.
You're not going to use that, are you?
So here's what we're going to do with the cup. We're going to do that with the cup. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to throw it right behind us. Okay, so now you want me to top it up with Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tick.
Actually, this looks really quite beautiful.
You know, this is supposed to help me run faster.
Look at that. Can you see the different colors? It's like a beautiful pink rainbow. Okay, Maury.
You know what? All you got to do is stick like one of them little umbrellas in it.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful cocktail.
Yes.
Vacation drink.
Thank you.
It's like a unicorn.
Okay, Maury. So hold on. Let me bring this around to you, Maury.
I could smell it from here.
Oh, it smells delicious.
That looks like a summer drink you get at Starbucks.
Dude, this smells fantastic.
Yes. Okay, so Maury, anytime you are ready, feel free, down the hatch.
No, chug it, man.
Chug it. You're an athlete.
Chug.
Be an athlete, Maury. Okay?
It's dripping down the side of his face already.
I know. I think he's just now hit the lemonade part. Yeah. He hasn't even got to the milk. Right? Not even close.
No.
Why is it burning?
That means it's working. That's the energy part.
Yeah, that's the part that gives you the stuff. Okay, so just to recap, Maury just had a full glass warm strawberry milk topped with pink lemonade, topped with Pepto-Bismol.
My stomach's fighting with itself.
What's that?
My stomach's fighting with itself.
I think you're going to have a lot more fighting with itself soon. Okay, Maury, we got to capitalize on this. So out you go. One more run. Mocha's going to time you again.
Okay.
Let us know when you're there. Hey, Shem, I know what you're thinking right now. Why the hell did I take this job, right? Yeah, okay. I know. You should hate us.
All right. Damn it, Maury, are you at the end of the hallway?
Okay.
How's your belly feel right now?
Feels fantastic.
Does it?
I think that's the Pepto.
Yeah, I guess, right? I guess if you are going to drink spoiled pink milk, the best thing to have as a chaser is Pepto.
Yeah, win-win.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, Maury, are you ready?
Oh, okay, yes.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no.
Oh, you can hear the Pepto, huh?
Yeah.
You can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear the. It's coming back. It's coming back. Okay. Okay. How was that? Oh. Okay, how you feeling now?
Oh, God, very tick.
Okay, do you think you did better than the first one?
No way.
No way. Okay, Mocha, what was his official time this time?
29.34.
I beat it.
You excuse me?
No, I did not.
No. So again, this was, if you would like to try, and I don't know, it's the pink drink concept where drinking something pink tricks your brain into thinking that you were getting something actually sweeter, full of more carbohydrates. So they determined that athletes actually perform better if they drink something that
I did
is
trick my
pink.
brain. I felt I went faster.
You still have it all over your face.
Clean yourself up, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You see his picture of Channing Tatum posted of himself naked?
I did.
What are your thoughts?
He's got a good body. He's been working out.
It's crazy.
Show off also.
I know.
That may be the greatest photo of a naked man I have ever seen.
How many do you think you have seen? Like, because when you say that you've ever seen, right? Like, I need to know if this is you saying this is the greatest photo of a naked man you've ever seen because you've seen 10?
I've seen hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Often the same guy.
Right.
But this photo, his body is unbelievable.
So
Who's the guy?
He wrote. Yeah. Who's
Here's the funny thing, I've
person?
not seen naked pictures of my husband. I've seen him in person.
But who's the person that
Once.
you're looking at often naked that is not your husband?
Oh, there are pictures that come up of like people
That
I follow.
just pop up. Maury, I use my phone as much as you do in my
I know.
day, okay? And they don't just come up. They don't.
I mean,
It
is this
doesn't.
about me
looking.
or is this about Channing Tatum?
No,
and you?
but they don't. But you're making
Yeah.
it seem like I turn the computer on and then I'm just like, oh my God, there they are again.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of
Pop it
pictures
up,
of
pop
there
it
he
up,
is.
pop it up.
You again?
Don't you know I have work to do?
Right? So explain how they just pop up.
I mean, they pop up when you go looking for them.
Okay. Yes.
So who's the guy? What's the name?
Oh, I don't know their names.
Right. There's a pops
And
up
if
when
it's
you
the
go
real
looking
name,
for
I'd
it,
be
joke in there
surprised.
somewhere. So anyway, so Channing Tatum, he's in a trailer with like somebody else. He's on a movie set, and he wrote, you know when you're in the makeup trailer, a-hole naked, holding a towel over your junk, you about to do some ish on set that you're gonna have to prepare your mama for before she see it in the movie. And the
What
movie's
movie?
called Lost City of D.
No.
I thought that was a fake name. I thought that was a made-up name.
No, Lost City of D is what it's called. I think I just found it.
Really?
Oh, and then he goes, and yes, I'm flexing so hard I got a cramp.
Yeah,
That's small font on that part, by the way.
Totally.
Yeah, he looks good, though. I wouldn't say he's number one on my list, Omar. I don't know.
Of the hundreds of thousands that keep popping up.
Yeah, I imagine it's like a slot machine. Like Maury just logs on. It's like ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding, 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 ding,
jackpot.
Yeah.
Right? Winner, Gagnon.
Oh, God, what a life. I love it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, did you see this picture of Elliot Page?
No.
By the pool, shirtless and shorts?
No.
Shredded? Look
Really?
it up. Maury, come show Mocha the pic.
Elliot Page. Where was it posted?
Insta. He wrote Trans BB's first swim trunks.
Oh,
Hashtag
yeah.
trans joy.
Damn.
So, okay, now.
In the gym, huh?
Okay, no, hold on.
Oh.
I think Elliot used to follow my my routine when I used to go to the gym all those years ago. Okay, which was I never wanted to do an all around workout. It was I found it boring. I never had that kind of time.
Yeah.
So I would only ever go in and do one thing at a time. Right.
Okay.
Like I would just do arms.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, for how long?
I don't know, like 15 minutes, something like that. I was
Okay.
busy. Right. Okay.
busy.
Look at that picture, of Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that Elliot went into the gym and realized that his body responded to abs more than anything else because the abs are disproportionately ripped than the rest of the body.
I mean,
but he looks great.
Do you think they're real, those abs?
I
or do you
think
think
those
they're
abs are real.
implants?
See, it's the way this photo looks.
I know,
the bottom one,
the shadows and everything, because those are like, and you know what? Now that I look at it, I don't think, because there's imperfections in them, just like natural abs have, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't think somebody would do that through.
I don't think so.
Because I
No.
know a lot of people get like
I
a lot
think
of
Elliot
really
been spending time
just abs though, right?
Yeah,
like just abs,
and then like he'll work on everything else now that he's got the abs, because
I think
you need a strong core in order to advance your workout for everything else.
I think he's only doing abs and hopes that you do so much abs that some of it just spills into the other parts. Like some of it just gravitates towards the shoulders.
Like,
I think
there's too much ab
there's too
here.
much ab
Let me
here.
give some to the biceps.
Thank you. Yes, some of it drips down. Some of it drips down to the thighs. Like I think that
No
might
more
be
leg day for me.
No way. Just abs all the time. Maury.
Yeah. Well, whatever he did, I want.
Well, just hit the gym, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what he's
I
doing.
wanted to get, maybe Elliot used that thing that sort of shocks the abs into place, that vibrating thing.
Or just work out. Like why? Like you don't have to. That's
You don't
not
need
the
a
body. That's not the body of somebody who's buying gimmicks off television.
Well, whatever works, right?
Yeah, the abs are good. I mean, look, I'm a little jealous.
Don't get me
Those
wrong.
abs are good.
I'm all for that philosophy. I'm all for work out one thing and then just hope it spills over. But the
Think
abs
like every day,
are
like 30, 45 minutes every single day.
just abs.
Yeah, or a couple times a day.
Just abs. Yeah.
Like watching TV, you hit a commercial break. That entire commercial break, all you're doing is sit-ups.
Exactly. That's
5 minutes.
That's all you're doing.
And then next commercial break, you're doing like leg raises.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
But then you're going
no,
back during the show, you're eating chips and stuff again?
No, you
absolutely
don't
not.
use your legs in ab workouts.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. That's a leg workout.
No, it's
okay.
not.
Yes, it is. That's
Leg
a leg
raises?
workout. Yeah. No.
You haven't done enough ab workouts.
You ever done bicycles?
What? I've done all that. That's leg
you haven't.
workout. No, if I'm doing my abs, the only thing that's moving is my abs, okay? I'm not raising my legs off the ground.
Then how
That's
do
a
you do
leg
them?
workout.
What about a sit-up? You're using your entire torso.
What?
Then how do you do them?
You do a sit-up. That's it. That's the only thing that you can do for abs.
Anyone would tell you that's not as good.
Well, listen.
I didn't
don't
know
know.
that. I didn't know that over the long weekend you started writing for Men's Health magazine.
I am Men's Health magazine, okay?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What's going on? How's your long weekend?
I'm saying it was great.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Oh, the weather was.
My shoulders are a little sore. I got a little burn.
Oh, you didn't SPF?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
What's the max
But
SPF?
I used 50.
Did you?
Yeah, on my shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm outside for so long, right?
Yeah.
But I don't have the dexterity anymore. I'm not flexible enough to get spots. And I don't like when Catherine puts my sunscreen on.
Why?
Because she puts it on like a macho, like she slaps, right? Like she's very rough.
She doesn't but like put it on her hand and then like rub it on your back?
She does, but she's very rough with it, right? Like it's such a chore for her to do, although she's the only one that hounds me to put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
But she's just very rough with it, right?
She should use like a spatula.
Something, right?
Yeah.
Like
you guys had, those
the rubber ones that you ice a cake with.
Yeah, there you go.
Something
I
like
was going to
that.
suggest, the big one that people use for like omelets or pancakes or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, or like a putty knife. Right?
Or that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Like let's take it from the kitchen to the hardware store here. Right? Like something like a putty knife or like a paint roller. Right? But she doesn't. She's very rough with it. And I always feel bad when it's done because
Why don't you use a spray?
I don't like the sprays.
The sprays get
They're
pretty
not
greasy.
good. Yeah, the sprays aren't good.
We use the spray. It goes everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's not good because especially if you listen, I'm not going to get technical here, but if you're using one of those sprays, you got to go on the grass because if you're on a deck, that stains the wood for years.
It gets everything,
right? It really does. It stains the wood for years. It's a wood ruiner. No, I don't like the sprays. But
you get like the back of your neck too.
Yeah, well, she gets all the places that I can't, but then she puts on more than I do, so now I'm patchy and like.
I always
that's not
forget to
good.
put anything on this first time when it gets super hot. I always forget to put anything
You
on.
are
And then I get
white as hell today,
Yeah,
man.
but look at the back of my neck.
No, more. You are like you lost color this weekend.
I was outside.
I don't know how that. I don't know how that happens.
I was outside.
The son looked at him and was like, "Nope."
Yes. Yeah, I don't know how you go. I don't know how you go
right
through.
here.
I don't know how you go through the weekend that we just had, coming in looking at. You're blue today.
But I was outside.
So you were not outside.
For a
There's
bit.
no way.
Yeah,
There's
for like
no
2 minutes
way.
probably.
Yeah, there's no way you were outside today.
Outside in the
this
shade.
weekend.
No, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of you was outside?
The nose.
I even took my shirt off.
No, you didn't.
You're
Where?
such a
really did.
liar.
Where did you take your shirt
I went
off?
to my dad's backyard.
And you took your shirt off.
I took my shirt off.
Were you like a cool guy who like didn't take his jeans off, but you took your shirt
No,
off?
full on bathing suit.
Oh, bathing suit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Was Matthew not there?
No.
No, of
It was
course not.
glorious.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Feeling good today. Leafs picked up a win 2-1 over the Habs.
Oof.
To take a 2-1 series lead. I'm not getting too excited yet. I'm happy for the guys. Congratulations to the team.
So Edmonton got bounced in 4 by Winnipeg.
Damn.
And that hurts a lot. What'd they do? Like I think Edmonton was like 7-2 over the year against Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Winnipeg lost their I think their last 11 games they were like 2-9. Edmonton's got 2 of the best players in the world on their team and they get bounced in 4. Like it's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
But even after all of that, sorry to the people in Edmonton, man. It's a crusher. Congratulations to the people in Winnipeg. But
Of course.
that all said, we can finally now get back to doing what unites us all as a country.
Which is?
Goofing on Montreal Canadian fans.
Ain't that the truth?
Right? Now that things are settled between Edmonton and Winnipeg, we can all get back to doing what we love to do best, which is goofing on Habs fans.
Which is what Dammit Morey did over the long weekend, making cold calls to various places in and around Montreal.
Oh, no.
Sports bars.
Oh, no.
To get their support.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hello.
Hi, is this Bruno's Sports Bar?
That's it.
This is Dammit Morey with the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
I have something I need you to teach me how to say in French, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you teach me how to say "Go Leafs Go"?
But but the only thing that I know is only go Habs go.
Yeah, but that's the wrong thing to say.
No, it's not wrong thing. It's not the wrong thing to say because you guys, okay, the Leafs is all fanatic people. I have a shotgun, okay. I have a shotgun that if I see a Leaf beside me, I shoot.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I'm against the Leafs. To call over here, go Leafs go, it's against my law.
What law is that? The law of correctness?
No, put it this way, for me, it's criminal. Thank you, bye.
That guy's mad.
What's up, boss?
Hi, is this Trophy Sports Bar?
Yes, it is.
It's Dammit Maury with the Roz and Mocha Show, and I'm calling to see, is it true that the Toronto Maple Leafs victory party is at Trophy Sports Bar in Montreal?
Damn.
No, it's not.
So it's incorrect that we're going to be celebrating their win there?
You're not celebrating the win here, no.
Oh, then clearly we're celebrating at a different bar in Montreal. Can I get you to say something really quick for me?
We're really quick. Can you make this quick?
It's the quickest thing you'll ever say. With a lot of energy, can you say, go Leafs go?
I don't think so.
Oh, damn.
Hello?
Hi, is this the manager of Hooters Montreal?
Yes.
Is it true that we're going to be celebrating the Leafs victory over Montreal there?
But who says Toronto's going to win?
If I send the balloons that say Toronto beat Montreal victoriously to there, will you put them up for us?
It's a lot of letters for a balloon.
I don't know.
To put on a balloon. Also,
How do you say in French, go Leafs go?
It's a team name. You can't say it in French.
Okay, so at the top of your lungs, we're going to go, avancez, Leafs, avancez!
No, we're going to lose clients.
Fabulous Chauffeurs, bonjour.
Hi, bonjour, hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. I just wanted to find out if you're taking reservations now for the Toronto Maple Leafs victory party.
Oh, well, we won't because the Habs will win, so there won't be any party for the Maple Leafs.
But because you're wrong, should I make a reservation now just in case?
Damn.
You can have your own party downstairs with the garbage.
You want me to party with the trash?
Wow. It's hard.
Well, you are a Leafs fan, so that's where you belong.
Oh!
Jeez,
Okay, can I get you to say something for me really quick?
Of course.
Okay, really easy, very easy. Can you just say, go Leafs go?
Oh, no, I can't.
Why is that? Why?
Okay, I'm going to say it, but just for you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Go Leafs go.
Oh,
wow.
Damn. Look at that. Go Leafs go.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Brian, how you doing? It's Roz and Mocha.
Not bad, how are you?
Good. Brian can't sleep at night because he has a question that he needs answered by you, Roz.
Oh, what'd I do?
Yeah. So pretty much, I was just hanging out with my dad over the weekend, and he's gotten into charcoal barbecuing, and so we just kept.
Oh, I thought that was a drug. I'm like, your old man's into charcoaling. What is that? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Charcoal barbecuing, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so I take a lot of cooking lessons and try to take everything I can out of your odds, but we know that you do the flat top grill, and you say burgers should only be cooked on flat tops and whatnot. So we just kept talking, and we were just wondering, what do you have in your backyard as far as do you do propane? Do you do natural gas? Do you do charcoal?
Bro, I got it all, man. You don't even want to. Yeah, come on. So I have a big, my big sort of main barbecue is propane, right?
Yeah.
Just because it's built into everything else. But I rarely cook anything sort of right on the grill. Sometimes I will, chicken skewers and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's fine, right? But mainly I just use the cast iron hot plates on that and use it as a skillet. Then I have a deep fryer. Then I have 2 outdoor burners to boil water and fry up things if I'm doing that. Then I have a pizza oven that operates on both pellets and propane. Then I have a Weber charcoal separate kettle to cook things over charcoal if I want to cook things over charcoal. So I have all the options. To me, if you're cooking charcoal, it's a real investment because you can't just go turn it on and then just throw some food on everything else.
You gotta wait for it to get to the right temp.
And you have to monitor it too, right? You got to really monitor that temp, and you got to worry about airflow, and you got all this other stuff. But to me, if you're doing something like jerk chicken thighs, okay, that you've already had the mindset to marinate them for hours, all this stuff, you got to throw that on charcoal. Those have to cook over coals.
Treat it right.
Treat it right.
You get smoke.
Yeah, so all that kind of thing, I do right on charcoal.
Yeah.
The propane is great for the quick things when you want to have a barbecue, and it's great. Yeah. I use the propane. I use the propane all the time. But for me, the propane grill is there's two things that most people use the propane grill for to cook that are two things that I don't, which is I never put a steak on it and I never put a burger on it, right? Chicken comes out great. It's fine. It gets a little brown. You put some oil on there. You get some flare ups. Tastes fine. It's great. It's awesome. But when you really want to get down a business, I'll fire up the charcoal
all the way.
Yeah, I'll fire up the charcoal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I watched a really great documentary on Netflix of this guy who cooks with only flame, but he does everything. He does desserts. His restaurant is only open flame.
Really?
And he built all the machines himself to cook things. So the grates raise and lower so you can get closer to the flame. He cooks stuff right in the coals, not even on a rack, but he'll cook stuff right in the coals. And he was
it's like holding tongs or something?
Yeah, just throw it right in there.
Wow.
Or he'll make a basket out of banana leaves or something, and then put food right in there and throw it right into the coals and cook something over top of it. And this guy's incredible, and his technique of cooking his steak is really wild because he breaks all the sort of traditional rules that you see on cooking shows and whatnot, which is don't handle it a lot, don't flip it a lot. This guy, when that steak hits that grill, it does not stop moving.
Really?
He's flipping it and twisting it and turning it. And when it comes off, it's on a grill, but there's no grill marks. The whole thing is just perfectly charred on the outside. He is working this thing like nobody's business. It's really, really wild. And if he wants less flame, he has this big giant crank, and the grill grate raises and lowers over the flame.
And he built it all himself?
And he built his entire restaurant himself, right? It's a restaurant.
Wow.
That he built himself. And everything in there he cooks over flame. Every single thing, every appetizer, every piece of dessert, everything gets cooked over open flame. Yeah. He built all his own tools. He built everything to cook over flame. It's incredible.
Well, there you go, Brian. Now you can sleep tonight.
There you go. No, yeah, definitely.
Thank you, brother.
Right on, dude.
Thanks, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's go back 14 years and remember the classic video on YouTube. Pretty much the first viral video. Charlie bit my finger.
Charlie bit me. Ow! Ow, Charlie! Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
Yeah.
Charlie bit me.
Charlie bit me. Yeah. Charlie bit
really
me.
Hurt, Charlie, and it's still hurting.
2007, Charlie bit me. Yeah, you're right. It was the first real viral video. Now the dad, Howard, who was the dad of both Harry and Charlie, the two kids in that video from all those years ago, they've sold that video as an NFT. Basically, they've sold the rights as a non-fungible token. I still don't really understand what people get out of owning these things, but they sold it for an astronomical amount of money, like $700,000 plus, and they're pulling the video off YouTube, apparently. So that's the end of Charlie Bit Me.
Howard, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Say it ain't so. You guys are pulling the video because you've sold Charlie Bit Me as an NFT. Is this correct?
Well, I can say no, that's not correct.
Oh.
That was that was one of the plans. So we had agreed that we would delete the video, assuming that the NFT purchaser wanted the video to be deleted.
Okay.
And if he didn't, or if she didn't, then we wouldn't take the video off YouTube.
Oh, so have you sold the video as an NFT then?
That's correct, yeah. So we sold the video as an NFT, and someone now owns the NFT, and we had a quick chat yesterday, and they're quite happy for the video to stay up on YouTube.
Okay, so if the video is still up on YouTube, does it generate income from YouTube?
It does.
It does.
So we, as a family, still own the copyright of the video.
Okay, so you guys still make the money off ad revenue from the YouTube clip. Then the owner of the NFT does not, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
So if they bought it for $760,000, but you guys still own the copyright and the profits from YouTube, what is the benefit for them in owning it? This is what I don't understand about the NFT craze. Maybe, Howard, you can explain that, because I know people were really, really hot to buy this, but explain to people what then makes it valuable. Like, where's the value in this for them?
Well, it's a bit like if you look at a work of art, people value works of art, a lot of it based on provenance, so where it's come from and who's done what. So, for example, let's say a famous artist like Banksy was to create a work of art and then make a copy of it, but also sign that work of art, the copy. Then that copy is associated with the original. It has the signature of the artist, so it is worth things in its own right. But the other value is that digital certificate sits on the blockchain. And that's really the value, because there will only ever be one of those on that worldwide distributed ledger.
Now, what can they do with it now? Because I know it's you and it was your boys and it was your home video and you own the copyright. But what can the owner of the NFT video or the owner of the rights to it? What can they do with it now? Anything?
They could put it in. They could put it in virtual museums. They could use it for their own use. They could show it off.
Show it off.
Those things.
But it's already on YouTube.
It's on YouTube,
and you guys are still seeing the money from it.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's not that easy to understand because there's so many different elements. But the biggest element is really blockchain. That's the new thing. That's the difference. And there is an entry on blockchain, the only entry that will ever be on blockchain, and that links to this digital copy, this digital certificate.
But how
that's the value.
Do you see this as ridiculous? Because I know a lot of people are seeing this whole NFT craze as ridiculous. I don't know if you saw it, but we interviewed a guy who was selling farts, but not even farts, but like the idea of a fart, and people were buying them. It's a bit ridiculous, all of this, is it not?
I wouldn't say ridiculous, no. If you look back to YouTube, when we put our video on YouTube, we were leading the way. YouTube was very new. No one knew about it. No one really thought about putting videos on YouTube particularly. We're now in the same space in NFTs, and NFTs are going to grow. They're going to change. They're going to establish. And these people are taking an early step in NFT, so they are potentially setting the way forward. Things will become clearer and more obvious to us as this market grows and things change. We're just at the very early stages where things are still being formed and understood.
So the Charlie Bit My Finger NFT sold for $760,000. Are you guys allowed to disclose who the purchaser of the NFT is, which country they're living in, anything like that?
So we don't know all of those details. I mean, we only have his tag name. And so that's all we know right now.
Wait, are you guys the ones that came up with the idea of selling it as an NFT, or did somebody approach you and say, here's the idea, here's how much you could potentially make?
We went to people because we thought it was a good idea.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we were embracing the tech, yeah.
Good for you. You're a hell of a dad, man. You accidentally, set your family up, with a brilliant revenue stream, and now that everybody's older, you're still being a hell of a dad, and you sell this thing out for $760,000. I don't know what you're doing with the money, but I hope your family is extraordinarily happy.
They are, and thank you very much.
Charlie bit me.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Alexandra. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
So you got problems at work, huh?
I'm really underpaid, and my boss has no respect for my time.
Ooh, so you wrote us this. Yeah, hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. My boss keeps pushing me to change my hours and schedules me for shifts without running them by me. Today, for example, 30 minutes before I got into work, he told me I started at 3, but I typically start at 5. When I was asked about it, he said, "Oh, sorry, I meant to tell you, but it slipped my mind. Do I quit and forego my reference from him or suck it up and work?"
So is this like a regular thing? This has been happening?
Yeah, it's happened like 3 times, like that exact situation.
What kind of job is it?
It's just tutoring.
So how long you been there?
I started in September last year, so like a year almost.
Is your schedule normally set, or do you work on like a fluid schedule that changes from time to time as far as when you're working?
You have the same hours every week because it kind of depends on the kids' hours. if my shifts are 5 to 6, like they're 5 to 6 for the whole month or like ongoing.
Like 5 to 6, you mean like 1 hour?
Yeah, they're only 1 hour shifts.
Okay, so what do you do for the rest of your hours in a day when do you work another job?
Yeah, so I just got a second job in the school board, and my boss is actually my reference, and I do that during the day, which is why it was such a big deal that he changed my hours, because I'm at school till 3:30, so it was kind of rough to try to make that work.
What's your relationship like with him?
Like, he's nice, but lately he just kind of, with the whole pressuring me to take new hours and stuff, I just feel like there should be boundaries, so I'm kind of...
So what conversation have you had with him?
I'm not.
You haven't. You haven't.
But this is now the third time, Alexandra, that he switched up the schedule without telling you and then getting upset with you. I don't see that there's anything wrong with you talking to him and saying, hey, here are 3 times where you've changed the schedule without telling me. This should be a discussion beforehand.
Like, I've told him, like, when he said it that day, like, the recent time, I was like, can you not do that in the future? Because, like, this is my situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time it happened, one of the parents actually got really upset with me because they thought it was my fault.
So if you're supposed to start at 5, right? And then he changes it to 3. How is he expecting you to know that?
Well, he messaged me in the morning and told me. I guess that's how.
And then did you get the message?
Like, because I was already on my way to my other job, right? So luckily, like, I was able to, if I wasn't working, like, it wouldn't have been an issue, but because I have this new job, it was like a pain in the,
But did you tell him that you're unavailable to switch because you got a new job?
I asked him, like, I told him, I'm like, hey, I finish work at 3:30, so can you not do that in the future?
No. Before he started messing with your schedule, did you tell him, hey, just so you know, I'm starting this new job with the board. You can't jack with my schedule because I won't be able to do anything before 5.
He was my reference, so he does know that, yeah.
I don't know. So how did you go all day without seeing that message?
No, when I say 30 minutes before my shift, I mean 30 minutes before my morning shift, like, for my school.
No, I know, but what Roz is saying is you got the message in the morning, right?
Right.
And at that point, did you message him back saying, hey, I'm working my other job until 3:30, so there's no way I'm going to be able to make this appointment?
I did not.
Why not?
I said I'll figure it out.
But why not, though?
I'm a people pleaser, kind of.
You have to stop being so agreeable and worrying about your boss's feelings and not rocking the boat. Like, these are scheduling and stuff like this are just normal conversations that happen between normal people who work together. And you can't sidestep or like walk on eggshells when it comes to this stuff. You just have to be straight up and up front, because what it looks like to him is that he sent you a message, gave you clear warning in the morning what time your shift was starting, and then he didn't hear from you, and then all of a sudden it's his fault. Yeah, maybe he made a mistake, but this is still on you to him, right? You got to have a conversation with your boss. Like, you have to be able to sit down and talk to somebody. You can't just keep leaving jobs and bailing on references every time something doesn't go 100% your way. You have to have these conversations.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Like, I didn't really want to quit, but, like, it would have been the easier thing to do rather than confrontation.
Don't do the easy thing, man. Do the thing that's right.
Then you're just running away from it, and if you encounter this problem somewhere else, what are you going to do? Run away from that too?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. That wouldn't be good.
Okay. Moving forward, you need to ask yourself this question. Okay. When you're about to make a decision like this, because you feel that it's easier to walk away than risk any sort of confrontation, you have to ask yourself this question: am I doing the thing that is easy, or am I doing the thing that is best? Because if walking away is best for you, then walk the hell away and no regrets. But if walking away is easiest, then you're making the wrong decision.
Okay. So do I just like call him and say, "Hey, can we talk about this?"
Yes, and have it all laid out. Don't be confrontational at all. Be like, "Oh my God, man, hey, listen, we got a lot going on. It's so difficult during COVID. All of this stuff. I got this other job I got to do. I'm doing an hour for you a day. It is my schedule is not your problem, but what I want to do is just let you know where I'm at. And so hopefully we can make this all work, because realistically, there's no way that this shouldn't all work. And I don't want to put all my problems on you, and then you have to sort of to change your life around me. But if we could work together on this, it would be incredible because I don't want to miss appointments. I love these kids. I love this job. I just want to make things run a little bit smoother for both of us.
When you say things, it just sounds so much easier than whatever I thought in my head.
Okay, well then take a shot of vodka or something before you do it. I don't know.
I might have to do that.
It's a Grey Goose on ice.
Yeah, get a White Claw in you. Okay?
I'll get my liquid courage out.
Yes.
Alexandra, you got some options there.
Thank you guys for calling. Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Let me tell you this wild-ass story of the way this woman found out that her husband was cheating.
Oof, these are never good.
So the question was posed on TikTok where this person said, hey, reveal the insane way you found out your ex-spouse was cheating on you. So Amy Addison replied and said this.
So about a week before our 10th wedding anniversary, I was in my office looking through the newspaper. They would publish birth announcements. So I see my husband's name and some other female's name. It was his name because it was an unusual name. So I look at the hospital website where they had also would post pictures of new babies. Typed in his name and her first name. Sure enough, they had a baby boy a few days prior. But not only that, they had a baby girl about a year and a half before that.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
Yes.
Man, when these guys start living double lives, that's so stressful to me. How do you pull that off? How do you pull off the double family? Could you imagine with everything that you have going on at home?
Yeah.
That you also have to juggle your pregnant other wife who your current wife doesn't know exists.
I'm glad you asked, how do you do that? Because this woman who found out that her husband was cheating from a birth announcement in the newspaper, she started getting inundated with questions.
Yes.
One of the questions was, did you see any red flags?
Yeah.
He always had to park his car in the garage all the time with the door closed. And initially I just thought like, okay, he has a nice car. He doesn't want it to get messed up. But even if we were stopping by the house for 30 seconds, he had to park in the garage. He changed the garage door from windows to a solid door.
Can you believe that?
Wow. But whatever. But even still, though, I don't understand how you do that. Like, how do you pull that? Like, did the other woman know about her? Probably not, right?
Well, one of the questions she was asked was, did you confront the side chick?
Okay.
And the answer is yes.
Yes, I had talked to her twice. The first time I had called her during that first week that I was staying at the hotel. I was obviously hurt and upset. I told her that I would always be the wife and she would always be the other woman. And she was like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I've been doing it for 5 years.
Oh, so she knew.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The second time, she had been telling my ex-husband that I was stalking her and harassing her at her job. And he had called us both on three-way. And she was like, yeah, you're harassing me. You're calling me at a job. I'm like, I don't even know where you work. None of that is true. So those were the only 2 times.
Oof.
So she brought up when she was staying at a hotel. And the reason why she was staying in a hotel is because right after she found out that her husband was cheating, when he was at work and he didn't know that she knew, she packed all of her stuff and all of their kids' stuff and checked into a hotel.
Fair enough.
And she was asked if she then confronted the husband or how she confronted him or let him know that she knew that he was cheating.
Right.
So I spent that whole day Wednesday working on my strong female CSI skills and found out where this girl lived and some more deets about her. So on Thursday, after I settled into the hotel, I drove past this girl's house, and lo and behold, his car was sitting in front of her house. So I went back to my house. I packed up all of his clothes in trash bags, as much as I could fit, and drove it over to this girl's house and dumped all of his clothes, suits, Jordans, like lots and lots of clothes,
Not the J's.
all over his car.
No.
Mind you, it was pouring down raining, with an anniversary card.
So again, this is a woman on TikTok who said she found out her husband was cheating on her because of a birth announcement in the newspaper that he had with another woman, and that wasn't even their first kid together.
No, their second.
My God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
In your head, if I said to you, describe the perfect burger.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me like stack it. So give me what you think, because they asked people what the perfect burger looks like, and there's clear results on what the top sort of accoutrements, fixins on a burger that people universally agreed on, and then there's some other jibber jabber in here that we'll get to. So tell me your perfect burger. What does it look like?
So I would use the Martin's bun.
Okay, yeah.
I would use like a 2 to 3 inch thick burger.
Okay.
Cheese, bacon. I gotta have mayo on it. I gotta have mustard. I gotta have ketchup, and maybe a little bit of hot sauce.
Okay, Maury.
Okay, I love the PC thins where it's a really, really thin bun.
Okay.
So it doesn't take away from the taste of the meat.
Okay, just get to the toppings.
Okay, so in the burger I have garlic, parsley, and cheese.
What do you mean, in the patty?
Like in the patty.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
Get to the
then
toppings.
Okay. Ketchup.
Stop ruining burgers.
Ketchup,
Okay.
relish.
You're not making meatballs or a meatloaf.
My
You're
dad
making a
told me
burger.
this. It's fantastic.
No, it's not. I love your dad and all, but
you're wrong, Frank.
He still cooks like a single father. No offense. There's a lot of single dads. Okay? There's a lot of single dads that whip it up in the kitchen. They know their thing.
So what are
but-
the fixins?
Okay, what are the
So
fixins?
You have relish.
Yeah.
You have ketchup and you have mayonnaise. And then I have a pickle and then
Relish.
some cheese on top.
Relish.
What about you,
Okay,
Roz?
so
You keep it pretty basic, right?
Yeah, my burgers are basic. So it's a straight up burger, just salt and pepper on the burger. Processed American cheese. Yeah. That's the only cheese that ever belongs on a burger. For me, it is lettuce and mayo or lettuce and homemade mac sauce, which I always have a container of in the fridge, and that's it.
Okay.
To me, that's the perfect burger.
What kind of mustard do you use?
Do not use mustard. I use mustard in my mac sauce when I make it. Okay, so here they say are America's favorite burger toppings in order.
Go.
Cheese, bacon, lettuce, raw onions.
No, skip, pass.
Tomato is in 5th place.
Oh, wow.
No mention of pickles.
Interesting.
No mention of pickles. 46% of people also said that their perfect burger would need to have ketchup. 43% of people said the same thing about mayo. To me, that's a big number of mayo lovers on a burger, which I love. Way low on the list was mustard.
Really?
Maury, yeah.
I love mustard.
Favorite type of cheese is processed American cheese. And what about the bun? Sesame seed buns rank first with 20.
Is that like
with
the
24%.
McDonald's, like a basic bun?
Like a basic bitch bun, Maury. Yes.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
So the Friends reunion is now streaming. Everybody's talking about it. There's a lot that we did know going in because they already revealed all the sort of big guest stars, Bieber and Gaga and BTS and everything else. But you didn't really know what they were doing with them. I guess the Gaga cameo was one of the highlights of the show, which is if you're a fan of Friends, you are a fan of Phoebe and Smelly Cat.
Oh my God, smelly cat, smelly cat.
So Phoebe comes out, Lisa Kudrow, and has a guitar, and she does a little Smelly Cat.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, it's not your fault.
So there we go. And then the place erupts in applause because you're like, okay, so what do you do with Smelly Cat at this point? How do you improve on Smelly Cat?
Yeah.
Which is very difficult to do. So you just bring out Lady Gaga.
No.
It's so weird because I was walking down the street and I just happened to have my guitar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You need some help?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
I love Smelly Cat. It's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God.
You mind if I
Oh, please.
take a Smelly Cat for a spin?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Smelly Cat.
Oh, wow.
Smelly Cat. What are they feeding you? Smelly Cat. Smelly Cat. It's not your fault.
Okay. Now you're just showing off.
Not bad.
Was it okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And one of the things that nobody knew, even diehard Friends fans, unless these stories came directly from the cast members who were there at the time, you wouldn't have known them. And they had a lot of stuff come out during the special, which is really great for fans. Like there was a lot of fan service as far as what are some things that we don't know, even though we all think we know everything about the show, but also about the cast.
Yeah.
And one of them they revealed Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
Before they got together on the show, were crushing on each other hard in real life.
No.
Yes.
First season, I had a major crush on Jen. I think we both, at some point, we were both crushing hard on each other, but it was like two ships passing because one of us was always in a relationship. So, and we never crossed that boundary. You know, we respected that, but we both.
Ross and Rachel in real life, huh?
I'm kidding. No, we did.
I just remember.
That's true.
Honestly, and I remember saying one time to David, it's going to be such a bummer if the first time you and I actually kiss is going to be on national television.
Oh, damn.
Sure enough. First time we kissed was in that coffee shop.
Hang on.
But so we just channeled all of our adoration and love for each other into Ross and Rachel. Are you okay?
blowing anyone else's mind? Wait.
Oh, no. You think Ross was like a bad kisser? That's why Jennifer Aniston was like,
Let's just keep it here.
Yeah, this is just for the show.
We'll leave this one on the
This can't
stage.
cross over into real life.
No. And then the big question was, do they get into whether they were on a break or not?
Everybody answered. Were they on a break?
Okay, so were they on a break?
Were Ross and Rachel on a break?
Absolutely. Yes.
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 We were on a break.
You don't sound too convinced. So there you go. The Friends reunion special.
It's actually great.
Is streaming now for you. Available.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We watched Cruella yesterday, last night,
And?
right?
Is it good?
Damn, that
'Cause
movie
it comes out tomorrow.
I'm telling you, man. And I don't care what the other reviews say. I know it's sitting at like 70 some odd % on Rotten
Is it?
Tomatoes.
I haven't looked at any of the reviews. What are people saying? They don't like it?
Loved it.
Okay,
like
good.
I didn't just love it.
Yeah.
Like I loved it.
Is it a long movie?
Yeah, it's like 2:15. It could have been like 1:45. They got to chop a half hour out of it. But Cruella is the perfect mix of like the Joker and Devil Wears Prada.
Really?
It is. First
I've
of
only
all,
seen one out of the two. Guess which one?
Yeah,
Joker.
Devil Wears Prada. Oh. Also, it's one of the best fashion movies I've seen in years.
Is it? Yeah.
Like it's
gotta be.
but it's so much about, and I don't mean just the costumes. Like to just look at the movie. The movie is about fashion, right?
Oh, okay.
It's about a design house, and a young Cruella is sort of like interning kind of thing at this design house, this big like fantastic. It's like a Gucci kind of thing in that world.
I can't remember. Does it take place in current times? No.
No,
right?
it starts in the 60s and it runs through the mid 70s, I think.
Okay,
74, 75 kind of thing. But it's a fantastic fashion movie. Like it's like more so even than The Devil Wears Prada. Like it's
Wait, so you guys watched that movie last night?
Yeah.
Until what time?
The movie finished when Rox went like 9:15 kind of thing.
Oh, okay. And then Catherine decided to watch something else.
And then we just hung out for a little while watching other stuff. And then I was doing some work on the computer. And then, I don't know, 11:15, 11:20 happened. And I was like, oh my God, I got to go to bed. But Cruella is so enjoyable. Like, it's so enjoyable. It gets kind of messy on like the last 20, 25, whatever.
Yeah.
But up to that point, it's one of my favorite movies that I've seen in a few years.
Wow.
Absolutely. They put together the best soundtrack to a movie really since like Pulp Fiction. And Emma Stone is so captivating and mind-blowingly vicious at times, even when she's being sweet.
I love Emma Stone.
It's
so good.
Watch it. Like I know it's 30. I know it's like whatever it is, like $30 to watch on television at home or something like that. And I know you're sort of like on the fence about it, but watch it.
No, I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cruella is definitely one that I'm gonna like. I already have Disney Plus, but I'll pay the $30 to watch it.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Cruella is so bloody enjoyable.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
It's so enjoyable.
Good.
It's great.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Prince Harry, his partnership with Oprah, they just released their doc, the Me You Can't See, which is their sort of mental health initiative. And in it, Harry talks to Oprah, and there's therapists involved. This is the one with Lady Gaga as well, and a whole bunch of other people. But this is going to cause more of a problem with Harry's relationship with the royal family than even that initial interview
Oh,
did.
really?
Yeah, Harry really gets into it here. So this is Harry going into greater detail with Oprah about how the royal family treated them when they went to higher ups asking for help with Meghan and her depression and suicidal thoughts.
I felt completely helpless. I thought my family would help, but every single ask, request, warning, whatever it is, just got met with total silence or total neglect. We spent 4 years trying to make it work. We did everything that we possibly could to stay there and carry on doing the role and doing the job.
Wow.
And then he goes into detail about the night Meghan told him that she was suicidal and explains why she didn't follow through.
In the quiet of night, these thoughts woke her up. The thing that stopped her from seeing it through was how unfair it would be on me. After everything that had happened to my mum, and to now be put in a position of losing another woman in my life, with a baby inside of her, our baby, I'm somewhat ashamed of the way that I dealt with it. And of course, because of the system that we were in and the responsibilities and the duties that we had a quick cuddle. And then we had to get changed and I had to jump in a convoy with a police escort and drive to the Royal Albert Hall for a charity event.
Oh my God.
And within that, we have time. Well, I want to play the Lady Gaga clip for you as well. So within that same Apple TV Plus mental health docuseries, The Me You Can't See, they talked to Lady Gaga, and she was in the trailer, but you didn't really know from the trailer what Lady Gaga was going to be discussing.
Yeah.
And during the docuseries, Lady Gaga goes into detail about being raped by a music producer when she was just 19. Listen to this.
Oh, wow.
A producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no. And I left. And they told me they were going to burn all my music. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and I don't even remember.
Oh my God.
And I will not say his name.
right?
What?
Yeah, yeah. So this is the, we knew that the partnership between Meghan, Harry, and Oprah, that they were working on this series, The Me You Can't See, and it's on Apple TV Plus, and it's incredible the depths that people are, as in those individuals as well as Lady Gaga and everybody else into it, are going to sort of talk through their issues that they've had with abuse, neglect, sexual assault, and of course mental health. So again, it's The Me You Can't See. It's on Apple TV Plus.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Drew Barrymore's show. If you haven't seen a lot of Drew Barrymore's show, it's really interesting. She's sort of out on an island on her own because she's not a sort of trained talk show host kind of person, but she's just built this show. And there's moments of greatness in it. And the one thing that Drew does that nobody else has really done that has lived a great showbiz life and then they sort of go into broadcast television is they really open themselves up to a lot of the inside stuff that you would never know went on in that world or with that person. And if you haven't seen the episode where she brought Tom Green on and they had this really awkward but really beautiful conversation with each other because they were married.
I completely forgot that
they were married. And this was, I think, the first time they had seen each other or talked to each other in years, like over a decade.
Yeah.
And he went on her show and they just had this really awkward conversation between two people who used to be married but still have a lot of love for each other. Like it was wild. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But it was something else. And she had Hugh Grant on yesterday. And they have a history too. So they did a movie together in 2007 called Music and Lyrics. But it was one night in a bar that Drew decided to tell the story about.
One of the moments that I had some of the most moxie, and I don't think we've ever talked about this. I walked into, I think it was like the Waverly Inn. And this was years ago. And I'd had a few drinks.
Yes.
And I walked in and I ran into you, and instead of saying hello, I grabbed you by the collar and I fully started kissing you.
Yes.
What?
No.
I remember that.
Can I do you of what I saw?
Yes, yes, please.
You went,
shock face.
I don't think that's true.
but you were like, oh, that, like the expression was, you've never greeted me that way before. And then you like had a second thought and you were like, I'm not hating this. And then, and then we flirted and then it was like, we were like, okay, yeah, bye. See you soon.
It was really bizarre. I was very drunk as well. And I was with some very nice, but not drunk studio executives from LA.
Oh, no.
They were very surprised. Someone said, oh, there's Drew Barrymore. I get up to say hi, and then we make out for 10 minutes. And then I sit down again and we go on talking about the script.
Oh, wow.
Drew Barrymore is so lit on that show, man.
And you know what? That's why people love her.
I know.
She just says stuff.
Yeah.
She like just gives real talk about her life. That's amazing.
Yeah. So there's a lot of show stuff, but every now and then when she gets into sort of like her past with stuff like this, it's just, this is what sets Drew Barrymore, what sets her apart, and you love her for it.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You watch Army of the Dead this weekend?
I love that movie.
Yeah.
So
Did
long.
your wife watch it?
Nah. That's a me only.
Yeah. Catherine hated it.
Did she
loved
really?
It. Oh, she.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it's not
so
her
good.
kind of thing, man.
Yo, why are we gonna get like the Snyder cut now?
No, but so Tig Notaro in the film Helicopter Pilot.
Yes.
Tig Notaro replaced Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia was the stand-up comic who, so principal photography on Army of the Dead happened in July 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Allegations against sexual misconduct surfaced from Chris D'Elia in June 2020. So principal photography was a full year beforehand.
Comedian, right?
Yes. So
he
Chris
was in season 2 of You.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So they had to digitally replace Chris D'Elia in the movie. So if you watch Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder just did an interview with I think Vanity Fair talking about how it cost a few $1 million to digitally replace Chris D'Elia. So Chris D'Elia did all those scenes. Then they said, we're not having him in the movie. And Netflix went along with it and they ponied up the money and they digitally replaced Chris D'Elia with Tig Notaro. But Tig Notaro is a cancer survivor and very high risk for COVID, which meant that during any reshoots, Tig could only shoot alone. So everything that you see in that movie, Army of the Dead, with Tig Notaro, she shot all of those scenes alone, with nobody else with her.
Okay, but then there are scenes where...
Like, she's walking, like, with Dave Bautista and they're having a full conversation?
Yeah, they're all, like, together.
Yes. It's wild. I watched the movie and I didn't even know. I knew that she replaced Chris D'Elia, but after I watched the movie, I thought that maybe they had enough time where they could just reshoot things.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, listen, the movie was like 2.5.
Right.
So, I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back and watch now.
No, me neither.
Just to see
all
those scenes. It was a great movie, though. I liked it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
After Drake's big win at the Billboard Music Awards, he rented out the Sophie Stadium in Inglewood. The Sophie Stadium is where the Rams and Chargers play, like an NFL-sized stadium.
That's your after party.
Set up a party on the 50-yard line with like champagne towers and bars and everything.
Champagne poppy.
Bro.
I know. It looked insane.
Like when you want to throw a party, but you have to make sure people can social distance and do all that other stuff.
It's like, where am I going to do it? Oh, yeah, football field.
Yeah, a stadium.
Come on. Did you see on Saturday, he posted a video on IG where he played like 80 seconds of a new song called Fair Trade.
Oh, did he? How was it?
It's good. I like it. Here, let me play a little bit of it for you.
Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear they nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on his head, my told me I gotta be single for a while, you can't control me. Uno, those traits in a race, they can't hold me.
So, I don't know. Hopefully we're getting closer to the release of Certified Lover Boy.
The weird thing about the Billboard Awards is that it's not like an academy or anything like that. It's all based on sales. So even though they banned Morgan Wallen from the show, he still had to win 3 awards, right?
Oh, for real?
So yeah, he won like 3 big, huge, like I think it was like top country male artist, top country artist, and top country album.
Because after that controversy, his album was like number 1 for like 9 weeks.
That's the thing, is that this actually helped all that.
Numbers don't lie.
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? East Side by Halsey Khaled and Benny Blanco. So there's a band called Constantine Lois, I think the name is. I don't know. They say that song is a direct ripoff of a song that they wrote in 2015 called Loveless. So here is a little bit of East Side from 2018.
Oh, beautiful song. I love this one.
When I was young,
all right, now let's go to Loveless.
Let me see. I'll be the judge. Oh, yeah, that's the same. Okay, come on. Right here, this?
Yeah.
Like, that is exactly the same as this. Like, it's just like an octave higher.
Thank you. In their lawsuit, they point out that an interview where Benny Blanco admitted that he listens to 10 or 12 new artists every day for inspiration. And they think that he stumbled across their song at some point and lifted parts of it for East Side. There
Which
you go.
parts? The entire?
Which parts?
The entire part of the song? Like the beginning, middle, and the end?
I know. That's rough, huh? That's
Come
a rough
on, guys.
one.
They're going to have to pay up.
That really sounds like... Almost
it sounds like
identical.
it's exact. Listen. Come on. Right? And then you have this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, samesies.
Samesies.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Ellen DeGeneres, as we know, she's had a terrible year. So in 2017, Ellen DeGeneres bought a house up in Montecito. Montecito is just outside of Santa Barbara.
Okay.
One of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth. This is where Oprah lives. This is where Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom live. This is where Harry and Meghan live. This is where everybody lives. So Ellen DeGeneres in 2017 bought a house up in Montecito for $7.2 million.
Woo.
Then she sold it a couple of years later to one of the guys who founded Tinder.
Okay.
She sold it for $11 million.
Oh, good for her.
Then this guy put it on the market a couple of years later, like a year later, and got no buyers. Now that Ellen is ending her show, I guess she wants to go back up to Montecito and be Oprah's neighbor again because the properties butt up against each other.
Oh, no.
So Ellen bought this house in 2017 for $7.2, sold it 2 years later for $11 million. She just bought that same house again for $14.3 million.
Oh, Ellen. Poor math.
Okay.
That sucks.
She bought the house in 2017 for 7.2. She just bought it again in 2021 for 14.3.
Damn.
For the same house.
Oh.
What you doing?
I know.
Right?
Then you got to refurnish the place.
I know.
Right?
Like all the stuff.
The furniture you bought for the place in 2017 is specific to that location.
Thank you.
Right? To that home. And then you would have sold or got rid of it or whatever for your next home. And now you're going back and you're like, oh, I should have.
Also, you're gonna go in and start cooking dinner on those counters after the guy who has all the cheat codes to Tinder lived there for a while?
Yeah, imagine how much swiping was happening there.
Thank you.
Bro.
Thank you. I'm going to swipe it on this, and then I'm going to swipe it on this.
Yeah, swipe it all over
I'm
here.
gonna swipe it all up and down the banister.
Don't even go to the basement.
Nope, I swiped it all over the basement. Right? No chance.
Yeah. Also, you're going to need a new pool.
Truth.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Saturday Night Live. So they may lose 5 cast members this year, which is huge.
What? Like people getting fired?
No, people leaving.
Oh.
So it's looking like, as far as the story goes, that Kenan Thompson, Adie Bryant, Cicely Strong, Kate McKinnon, and Pete Davidson will all be gone.
Veterans.
Kenan Thompson's been there 18 seasons.
Yeah. Insane.
18 seasons.
He's like he's probably one of my favorites on that show.
Kate McKinnon, 10 seasons.
Oh, she's my favorite.
Adie Bryant and Cicely Strong, 8 seasons. Pete Davidson, how long's Pete Davidson been there for? At least 5, right?
Yeah, something like that.
At least five seasons. But they all did things during the show on Saturday that alluded to the fact that they might all be leaving.
Oh, like Easter eggs.
Yeah, and then during Weekend Update, Pete Davidson ended his appearance by saying, "I'm very grateful to be here, and it's been an honor to grow up in front of you guys." So,
oh wow,
2014 is when Pete Davidson first started.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so it sounded like they were all saying goodbye.
That's 7 years.
But that's
Good for him.
a big crater in that show.
Yeah.
Huge.
Those are all big names.
Kenan Thompson, Adie Bryant, Cicely Strong, Kate McKinnon, and Pete Davidson.
Like,
that's
who
a
else is-
full recast.
Who else is left?
That's like the dark days of SNL. Remember when Robert Downey Jr. was a cast member on SNL for a minute?
I do not.
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
Iron
Hold on,
Man.
Maybe I'm wrong about this. I don't
Iron
think I'm
Man
wrong.
was on SNL?
I think he did one season. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on here. Let me RDJ SNL. Yeah. Hold on here.
85 to 86.
What's that?
1985 to 86.
Yeah, 85 to 86. Robert Downey Jr. was a cast member on Saturday Night Live.
wow.
Yeah. Here's some other names that you may not remember from SNL.
Okay.
Anthony Michael Hall.
What?
Yeah, he was a cast member the same year Robert Downey Jr. was.
Oh,
which I
okay.
believe was around the same time they did Weird Science.
Yeah.
Which is weird, right? Jenny Slate, we all know her. Martin Short was a cast member of SNL.
Yes, I know that.
Harry Shearer was a cast member of SNL.
Who's Harry Shearer
He does
again?
all the voices for like The Simpsons.
Oh, that's where I know the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the face.
Janine Garofalo was a cast member. Chris Rock, we all remember Chris Rock
Yes.
was a cast member. Michael McKean was a cast member. He was in all those Waiting for Guffman movies and Spinal Tap and all that stuff.
Okay.
Christopher Guest was also a cast member. Julie Louis-Dreyfus was a cast member.
What? Elaine?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Elaine was a cast member. 82 to 85, Julie Louis-Dreyfus was a cast member of Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Laurie Metcalf.
Laurie Metcalf.
From
What's that
Roseanne, Roseanne's sister.
Oh, yeah.
1981, Laurie Metcalf was a cast member. Randy Quaid was a cast member. Joan Cusack, John Cusack's sister.
Yeah.
1985, she was part of that whole RDJ, Anthony Michael Hall run, The Dark Days.
wow.
Gilbert Gottfried was an actual cast member in 1980 of SNL. Billy Crystal, we all know that. Sarah Silverman was a cast member of SNL.
Did not know
Damon Wayans was a cast member of SNL.
Wait, what? Damon Wayans?
85 to 86, that same year with Robert Downey Jr.
He was on it in Living Color.
That year was, he wasn't on Living Color then.
No,
So that
that
year,
was the 90s.
that 85 to 86 season of SNL was full of just people who did 1 year and then went off and did other stuff. It's like they brought all these people in and then cleared the place.
For one season.
Ben Stiller was a cast member of SNL in 1989.
Shocking.
He didn't even last a full year.
Really?
He didn't last one full season. He did like a couple episodes and then bailed and moved to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? I had no idea. I'm looking at pictures of Ben Stiller on there. And then, of course,
Looks
Robert
like a
Downey.
kid, probably.
Robert Downey Jr., 1985 to 1986.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hello, Giancarlo. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Cool.
What's your question?
If you guys were given $25,000 and you had to double it at the casino,
oh God, yeah.
What table would you go to? And you can't leave with the original amount or anything in between. It has to be 0 or 50,000.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
you're either losing it all or you're doubling it.
Exactly.
And is it only table games? Like we can't be sitting at like a we can't be sitting at a slot machine and then hope to hit a jackpot.
Sure, of course you could.
I mean, yeah, but why would you want to do that?
Because you said in your question, which table are you?
Well, because nobody would
headed
say
to,
slot
right?
machine.
Yeah.
What's that?
I love playing the penny slots.
No, but you can't. You either have to leave it with it doubled or 0.
But you
right?
could play max bet on the penny slots,
Yeah,
and
but-
you could double it.
No, but you have to start playing the odds when you're in a casino. You have to figure out which tables offer the best odds. I think blackjack is around, I'm trying to think of what the odds are. It's like 46 or 47%. Craps is I think craps is around the same thing. But geez, man, like roulette, right, is 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Like, are you allowed to go over the amount that you double, or because with slots that's a tricky thing, right? Because every slot machine has the jackpot that you could potentially win, and it may
Right.
be more than your doubling of $25,000, right? It may be more than that $50,000 cap.
Yeah. True.
True. Let's just say if you get to that point of where it is doubled, you got to walk out, right?
okay.
Like let's just say that.
You have to reach that amount.
You got to
50,000.
reach 50,000. Geez,
For me, I'm going blackjack because that's the only game that I play.
Yeah.
At the tables, and I have to stay at the same table. Like I can't make enough to then go to like the high roller table and place even bigger bets to get to that dollar amount quicker.
Sure. I imagine you could. If you're sticking with blackjack, then you can stick with blackjack.
I'm doing blackjack.
You're doing blackjack, huh? Yeah, it's tough though. It's tough.
I know.
You go on one bad run and you're
I've been fortunate enough to have been lucky, and I'm not the best blackjack player, but I've been lucky enough that in the times that I have played in Vegas,
Yeah.
I've won like
I gotta figure this out here.
a substantial amount of money. What's your answer, Giancarlo?
So I would actually avoid blackjack.
Yeah, so would I.
If it
I
was
think
me.
so too. Yeah.
Just because there's other people involved.
Right, and you could lose a lot quicker, right?
Depends. I would look at the 50-50 odds.
Yeah.
So I might just look at something like putting it all on black or red,
Now, would you have to, if I went in with 25 grand, right? Is that what you said I'm going in with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I go in with 25 grand, if I walk over to a roulette table, do I have to put all 25 grand down on black at once, or can I do it little bit by little bit?
You could do it like little by little. I would just go for it all.
I'm going because I don't think that. I mean, I know that it's a game of chance.
Yeah.
But the odds at a roulette table, which is 50-50, I think beat any other table's odds of winning.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want the best shot at winning, you may have to go 50-50 because if you sit at a blackjack table, we all know other people can screw you up. You can go on a bad run. If you're not like if you're just playing at like I can't guarantee a win with my skill level at blackjack. Like
Right.
I'm not a counter. I don't know, like, I don't know those things. I don't know the rules. So if you're giving it to me with no time to prep, I'm going 50-50, and I'm walking over to the roulette table.
Okay, so
and
you and
I'm just
Giancarlo
throwing money
are
on. Yeah.
roulette. Dammit Maury is penny slots.
That's right.
And I'm saying blackjack.
You're
I
saying
once
blackjack.
won $300 on a penny slot machine.
How much did you put into the machines before that, though?
$80.
$80. So you won how
Pretty good.
much?
Less than $300.
Right. Yes. Yeah. No, and don't get me wrong. I like slot machines. I like sitting around socializing with friends,
Same.
having a drink, but you're never going to win anything on slots,
Yeah.
right? I only play to just keep sitting when I'm at a slot machine because it's social. It's
Have
fun.
you ever played the fun ones, like the Ghostbusters one or the Mariah Carey
Yeah,
one?
I sit.
Those
no,
are fun.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I usually
The
find
gimmicky ones? I played the
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy one in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I won something. I think it was like $2,000.
Right.
Or something like that.
I love when it does its special thing.
But you
and
gotta-
it opens,
you
you have to
gotta-
pick things.
You got to watch out on those penny slots, though, because oftentimes those penny slots, the only way to win anything on a slot machine is to hit max bet, right?
Yeah, you have to.
But you sit down at a penny slot and the max bet is $1.50.
I know.
Right? Like
Yeah.
so it's not a penny slot, it's a $1.50 slot.
Yeah.
But you
That's
also
how they
have to
get you,
know that you have to sit on an aisle seat
here
where
we
there's
go.
high traffic because they want the bell to ring and draw attention.
Okay, sure. I don't know what you watched, man. Where you get your information
conspiracy
from.
theories on
yeah, I
YouTube.
know. Oh, and I don't know how to play craps either because
No?
we don't have because there was forever there was no. I don't even think are we allowed to have craps in
Which
in
one's
this
that? What
province?
is that
Canada?
game?
I have no
Dice.
idea.
Dice. We had a weird rule with casinos when they started to allow casinos to be open, which is you could have all the table games, just no dice.
Oh,
which
I
was
wonder
weird.
why.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But
They
there
do
was
have craps.
there was a no dice rule for a long time.
Oh,
in this,
but they
in this
do,
province.
Giancarlo?
Yeah, I used to work at a casino as a dealer, so.
But you know for a lot of years there was no dice, right?
Well, I mean, it was only like a few years ago, so maybe back in the day.
Well, don't make me sound old. I'm just
maybe like
trying
more than 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was more than 5 years ago.
So what do you deal at the casino? Are you like multiple games or you specialize in one area?
So they train you on like multiple games. I was only there for a brief time, so I was
Okay.
only blackjack.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I would avoid it too, just because the too many factors with other players. People who are serious about playing by the book or people who don't, and then they just freak out constantly. So,
Huh. Now, are you one of those nice dealers where
No.
you?
Oh,
really?
no.
So you're by the books. You won't even help a player out.
you're not supposed to technically.
No?
You can like suggest it, or kind of ask them like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Like you want to hit on something, but you can't give them advice
At all. Like if they go to to pass, right? But you know that maybe they should hit.
Yeah, it's constantly
Or if they
like,
hit, and you know that they should pass, like, would you be like, "Are you sure?" Because I mean, that's happened to me a couple times where
Yeah.
I'm like, hit, and they're like, "Are you absolutely sure?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you like when I was on the table, I would always make sure because like, I've had guys hit on 19. I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Oh, no!
And the other people on the table are freaking out. I'm like, and I have to deal the card because to the cameras, he's tapping.
Yeah.
he's tapping more than once, so I have to do that.
You got a
so.
deal. And then that 2 comes up, and he's like, "See, told
Yeah. It's never a 2.
Or splitting tens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Risky. All right, Giancarlo, thanks so much, brother.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
You too.
man.
Later.
I miss casinos. I haven't been to a casino in a real long time, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I missed the buffets they have there.
Yeah. Yeah. I had one of the greatest burger monstrosities that I've ever had in my life at a casino.
Yeah.
So it was a burger and it wasn't on a hamburger bun. It was like big, thick toast. Like imagine a loaf of bread, like, the size of like a piece of bread, right?
Uh-huh.
Imagine that, but like 15% bigger on all the way around. It was like a big piece of bread.
Okay.
And I think it was called the 4x4 or something like that. But it went Texas toast, burger patty, cheese, bacon, Texas toast, burger patty, cheese, bacon, Texas toast, burger patty, cheese, bacon, Texas toast, burger patty, cheese, bacon. The whole thing was stacked up like a cake.
Where? In Vegas?
In Vegas, yeah. Yeah, it was at a...
How do you even put that in your mouth?
You don't. You had to use a fork and knife, and I just literally, what I managed to eat of this was I put my fork and knife on the top corner, and I cut all the way down like I was cutting a cake, and I ate the one whole corner off the entire burger, and that was it. That was all I could manage to eat because it was so huge.
Why didn't you take the bread out and just eat the patties?
Because it was just too much at that point. Then you're just trying to work your way through a whole bunch of meat. I know, Maury. This sounds like your ultimate Vegas weekend, but for me, I was started to sweat after the first bite. But everything was on big, thick toast. And we ordered them, and nobody had a camera with them because nobody had cameras then. This was in the 90s, but it was incredible. It was at a hotel that used to be there called the Imperial Palace, which doesn't exist anymore. The Imperial Palace. But it was like crazy.
If you ate it, did you get it for free? Is it one of those deals?
No, not at all. You paid for it.
Why'd you order it?
Because you have to. Right? Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
got to order stuff like that every now and then.
There's a place in Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It says here some of the items include the single, the double, the triple, or the quadruple, all the way up to the octuple bypass hamburger.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this place.
Ranging from 8 to 32 ounces of beef.
Yeah.
Up to 8,000 calories.
Yeah.
All you can eat flatliner fries cooked in pure lard. Beer, tequila, and they also got butterfat milkshakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you believe that this place is allowed to open? Like they
my
exist?
God.
Packed all the time.
Packed all the time.
Customers can also order unfiltered cigarettes or candy cigarettes for children.
Yeah. Vegas was the first place where I ever went into a McDonald's in Vegas, and there was a handmade sign at the counter that said, if you don't want supersized fries in a drink, you must tell us, otherwise we'll assume.
Oh,
seriously?
Yeah.
So, because here in most places with McDonald's, the fries, if you order just a regular combo, it comes with medium fries.
Yes. No, everything came with supersized. And if you didn't want supersized, you had to tell them to downgrade your order. Yeah. But it was a handmade sign. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
That's amazing.
Why
Yeah.
are they so fat in USA?
I was at a place called years ago, the Saddle Ranch on Sunset Boulevard. And it's been in a whole bunch of TV shows and stuff like that. And they have the mechanical bull and everything else, right? And I was there the night before, and we were all drinking, and it was right across the street from the hotel. And so I walked across the next afternoon to just grab lunch and sit on the patio because it was beautiful out and it was winter here. And I was alone on the patio, and it was the moment where I saw the most American thing I'd ever seen before. So I was sitting alone at a table, and then this family came up, very American looking, right? Like large family, okay? Like biggins, right? Biggins, thick. And I sat at the table, and I watched these three people sit at the table next to me, and they were going over the menu and like just everything and debating and all of this stuff. And the portions in this place are astronomical, right? They're like big oval plates, like metal oval plates. Like the portions are huge. And this is the first time I ever heard somebody say this. So the waiter came over, and the guy had the menu in his hand, right? And the guy looked at the waiter and went, "All right, I'm going to start with the double cheeseburger."
No.
Yeah.
Start?
And I was just like, "Oh my God." I'm like, that is too much food. And then their table was just, it looked like a buffet on their table. But I never heard somebody say, "I'm going to start with the double cheeseburger." It was crazy. That was the most American thing I'd ever experienced.
Marissa says here, what would your occupation be if you followed your childhood dreams?
Like, what did I want to be when I was a kid? Like a dream? Like
wrestler?
Like, sure, I wanted to be a wrestler, and then I also wanted to be I wanted to be Conan the Barbarian's son.
Yeah,
I wanted to be, I wanted to be like a rock star. I wanted to be, what else did I want to be? Really, I think at one point I wanted to be a saxophone player, but I had no interest in saxophone. I just thought it looked cool because it's Rob Lowe played in St. Elmo's Fire. I don't know, but yeah, any of those, like wrestler, rock star. I never wanted to be a doctor. I never wanted to be a race car driver. None of those things.
I wanted to be an astronaut. or
You
a
did, huh?
wrestler, yeah, or
Wow.
a wrestler, or a professional skateboarder. But even back then, I didn't think that professional skateboarder was like a real thing. I watched Back to the Future,
Yeah.
and I saw Marty McFly ride a skateboard, and I'm like, oh, I could probably do that as a career.
Yeah, for sure. More?
I mean, when I was a kid, radio was always, I used to imitate the radio people. And
Right.
But before that, the only other thing was detective, because I was obsessed with Get Smart. So I went from detective,
Yeah.
because I loved his hair,
Right.
To
Of course
radio.
you did. Yeah.
And I wanted his haircut
You
so
still
bad.
thought you were straight then, huh? Out of all, like, you know what I mean? Like all the cool things that you could have loved Get Smart about,
Yeah.
right? All the gadgets, like just everything.
Yeah.
More is like, yeah, I wanted to be a detective because the guy in Get Smart had great hair.
And I asked my dad, I begged my dad to let me get Maxwell Smart's haircut, and he refused.
What was Maxwell Smart's haircut?
It's just a
even?
basic haircut, but it's really short and kind of just, I guess, squared off almost, you could
Yeah.
say.
And why did your dad refuse?
He said
Looked
it's just
expensive,
too-
I bet.
No, my
No?
dad just said that's an older man's haircut, and you're a young man, so I don't want to get you an older man's haircut.
Right. You're
Yeah.
a boy.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And now you have that older man haircut.
Yeah. To go along with the older man, everything else.
But similar to what you were saying, Maury, about like being on the radio, childhood dream. Like when I was 16, like everything else that I had thought of, like as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to do this. I would like to do this. Right. When I was 16, I knew I wanted to be on the radio.
Right.
Like this was the only.
But what
job
about
for
when you
me.
were younger? What about when you were 9?
When
What about
was
when you were
imitated
11?
when I was like
yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Like
What
8
about
or
when you were
9?
11?
Oh yeah, like wrestler and
Wrestler,
yeah,
and
rapper,
porno star, all this stuff. No. Okay. No,
I didn't think that. Did
No,
you?
What? Yeah,
At that
of
age?
course I did. Yeah, I thought that would be the greatest life in the world. Maybe 11. I guess about 11.
I thought that if you were going to be an adult film star, you had to have sex with women.
Right.
Because that's all I saw back then in my dad's drawer.
Right. You didn't know that there was boy on boy stuff.
No, I
out
thought
there,
so.
right?
I thought like, well, I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
you have to be with a woman.
It's really there. That wasn't it. Like I remember. I remember the first time I went into our corner store. Like when I was younger, the first time I saw a gay magazine in the porno rack up top.
Well, they were usually sealed like in plastic.
No, they were just they were just up top. But yeah, I just saw. It was all like it was like.
Was it the XY?
It was
There
like
a magazine
blonde, and then like at the very top, you just saw like a guy, right, with like
Yeah.
a mustache, and I was like, what in the hell's that, right? And then you realize that it was like it was a man on man magazine, but that was the first time I ever saw a gay magazine. It was probably the first time I ever saw a gay person that I knew of, that I knew was gay. Yeah, for sure. It was on the cover of a magazine. And then, I don't know how, but I started getting international mail sent to the house, which was...
What?
So international mail, I told you about this. International mail used to be, it was a clothing catalog. It was a...
M-A-L-E.
I was
Yes.
thinking MAIL too.
No,
International Mail.
No, International Mail, okay, was a clothing catalog, like Consumers Distributing or anything else, right? And you would place your order on a thing in the back and then send it in with a check, and then they would send you these clothes. I don't know how or what my old man or mom or whatever signed up to at some point, but we started getting these catalogs, International Mail, sent to the house.
Yeah.
And International Mail, I would go through it and I was just like, oh my God, because the clothes were so cool and so rock star. It was like mesh shirts and like jean shorts and like leather jackets and everything else. And then years later, like I used to keep them, right? Like stacks of them, because I was like, these were like my fashion inspirations. Like everything was like so great in it, right? And then years later, I found out that International Mail was at the time in like the early 80s, mid 80s, I guess. They were exclusively selling clothes to gay men.
Oh, really?
And it was, look right now, look Google right now, International Mail
not on a work computer.
catalog.
Even still.
International Mail catalog.
Listen, when I Google that.
Do me a favor and do that, okay? You need to know what I'm talking about.
I know, but Google remembers this stuff,
Don't
right?
worry about it.
So then when I'm searching other stuff,
Yeah,
you know
you're
the
gonna be fine.
banners that come up on the side?
Yeah. You're going to be fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
You're going to be fine. International Mail catalog. Okay? And you tell me what you see if you don't see the greatest clothes you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
Right?
Yo, look at this Andy Samberg looking dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's like a silk shirt with a silk tie.
That's you got to go with the old ones though. Go find the old retro. Hold on.
Here,
Here.
like this one?
What's that? Yeah, that.
With the tank top?
Yeah, look at that guy's mesh tank top, right? With a rope around his neck and a cowboy hat.
Still have the magazines?
I know. I don't know what happened to them at all. International Male Retro. Yeah, no, but these were like, oh, look at this beautiful mauve jumpsuit. Here, look at this. Look at this, Maury. Look at this. Right?
Not assume that was for gay men.
Because this was just what men looked like, right? I didn't assume anybody was gay. I didn't know any difference.
This guy looks like a
I
Aladdin.
also had a toy that I swear to God was a gay action figure that nobody told you about.
Why? What made you think that?
Well, because years later, I was like, was that a gay toy that they just snuck in on boys that didn't tell us?
What
he
was the
gay?
name of the character?
His character, he was Big Jim.
Okay, now Google Big Jim.
You don't remember?
No,
you don't remember
I
Big Jim?
Definitely not Googling Big Jim on my
Okay,
work
hold
computer.
on here. I will. Big Jim action figure. Okay. So here, look. Okay, look at. Okay, so Big Jim came with no shirt and fluorescent orange things, but look at all his friends. Right? So Big Jim's friends. So Big Jim's friends, right, come with denim vests, no shirt, and jean shorts, jorts. Okay, but look at all his other friends. Look at all his other friends, right? None of them came with a shirt. They were all, I started, and also the thing that I never got because they never sold it here was the Big Jim. He didn't kick ass or anything like that. I think one of his friends might have had a samurai sword.
Yeah.
But other than that, Big Jim and the only thing I wanted, the only accessory I wanted was his camper van that you could buy. It was
So what? Big Jim just parties?
Yeah, Big Jim sports camper. Yeah, and it was brown. And all Big Jim did was party with his other dudes. And then I started thinking years later, I was like, God, was Big Jim gay? And I think he had an Australian friend, but again, just brown shorts and a cowboy hat. And I think he had an Indian friend and like everything else. But yeah, Big Jim was definitely.
So when girls came over, did they play with Big Jim with you?
No, I didn't play action figures with. Oh yeah, okay. And then Big Jim's friend, the black guy. Yeah, his name was Big Jack. I'm not even lying. Shem, come here. Take a look at this. Tell me. Did you have Big Jack when you were a kid? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, what the hell? Oh man.
Google Big Jack. And then there was Big Jeff.
What? There was just like a big crew?
It was the big crew.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
there was Big Jack and Big Jim and Big Jeff. Hold on, let me see if I can find another one here. Big Josh. Big Josh was the one in the jorts with the jean sweater.
A jean sweater?
Like a jean vest. He had jorts and a jean vest. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
So they're all part of the big crew.
Yeah. And then I think there was one guy who came with a falcon on his arm named Karzak. Wow. He's foreign.
Not Big Karzak?
Not Big Karzak, no. Anyway, there we go.
Emily says here, is an emoji a punctuation?
No.
Do you put a period on it? Can you use it mid-sentence? What is the proper emoji etiquette?
Well, I don't use emojis, so you guys got to take this one.
Yeah, Maury?
I would say emojis can absolutely be punctuation.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, especially considering there are punctuation emojis.
Mm-hmm. But I never put like a period after an emoji. I'll use the emoji and then carry on.
Like the emoji is the
punctuation,
the end.
I
right?
think, and the emoji can set the tone for how you want people to read what you're saying as well.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Look,
like
you
I don't.
got to take the old rules and throw them out the window. There's a new way of looking at
Can I
things.
just say? Can I say that Big Jim?
What?
The other thing I forgot.
Oh my God!
Do you know what accessory he did come with?
What?
So again, Big Jim shipped no shoes, no shirt, and he had orange neon short shorts. And his only accessory that he came with was a dumbbell, so you could make him work out.
Yo, they don't call him Big Jim for nothing
in the van.
Right?
Okay, sorry.
Skinny little dweeb.
No, I don't use emojis, but I will. I like emojis when people are creative with them, where they like come up with like 3 or 4 different emojis in a stretch, and then I have to sort of figure out what it is they're trying to say. It's like hieroglyphics, right?
Yeah.
But just like a random emoji at the end of a sentence, like when you look at Britney Spears' tweets or her Instagram posts where she'll say, hey, I'm celebrating, and then it's like 5 things of fireworks in a row, the release of my new album, and then it's like 5, music notes in a row. I don't like that use of emojis at all.
That's what everybody uses them for,
Yeah, I know, but I don't like that.
Big Jim would have used them.
True that.
Tixiana writes this. Would you rather only be able to shower once a week, but you can brush your teeth every day, or only be able to brush your teeth once a week and shower every day?
I'd rather shower every day, guaranteed.
I would also rather shower every day.
You can always chew gum. You can always chew gum.
You can do other stuff with your teeth.
Yeah.
I would shower every day.
You can
100%.
chew gum. You can use mouthwash.
Yeah.
But I'm picking the shower option.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question comes to us from Parna. And this is, I assume that maybe Parna was in this situation and didn't know how to react because it is very specific.
Okay.
Say you were at a party and you stepped away from the main event room and walked into an empty room for some quiet time when suddenly a couple barged in, all hot and heavy. Would you hide somewhere? Would you let them finish and then leave? Or would you try to sneak out while they were, quote, distracted?
I would make my presence known as soon as they walked into the room.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then just be on my way.
I would just walk right out.
I'm not lying under the coats while somebody goes to...
Yeah, whether they knew that I was there or not, I would
Yeah.
still just make my way to the exit and not say anything at all.
Yeah.
Man, walked in the room and sounded quiet. Because the way it reads, like, wouldn't they walk in and see you there? Like, you're not hiding before they get in.
Let's say there's a ruckus and you see them before they see you. Do you then hide in the corner so they don't see you?
Is it? Can I say depends on what they look like?
Sure, if that's important to you.
Because
Why?
Well, because what if you want to have a bit of it? Like, what if they're good looking? You're like, I'll
And you,
stay
ju-
and
and
watch.
you just want to watch?
You are
such a
so
pervert,
weird.
man.
Yeah.
You're so weird.
So you would stay and watch?
If it
Look,
was 2 men, right?
If there's 2 like hot guys,
Yeah,
I'm going nowhere.
So, like, if Big Jim and Big Jack, okay,
wasn't there like another one, Big Chad or something?
Big Josh,
Big Josh, that's the one I like.
Okay,
Big Josh.
so the 3 of them
Yeah.
walk into this room,
Yeah.
right? All hot and heavy.
I'm staying to watch, but I might knock something over in hopes that they'll be like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing there?" You know,
Nobody would ever say that. More
and
people
what,
would
come
scream.
join us?
Yeah, you live in a fantasy world,
I know,
man.
big time. So,
Like-
in this fantasy, you're not married, right?
To watch? Why? What's wrong?
No,
with,
no, but you knock
Okay,
something
hold on
over so
here.
then they notice you.
Hold on.
Let me just say this: if
You
I'm
can-
still married and I'm stuck in the room, I could easily be like, "I couldn't get out."
Hold on. You just
Wow.
brought up something. You just brought up something very telling and somewhat interesting, which is you said Mocha said, but you're still married, and you said what to watch. So
Even Shep's like,
Okay.
no, it's so ridiculous.
Okay, so I understand maybe, it's getting jealous if somebody's watching on like a computer screen, on some website, whatever. If somebody gets jealous over that, that's a bit of an overreaction.
Absolutely.
But are you saying that Matthew should have no problem if you watch 2 people live in the same room?
But no, but if I can't get out, but what if I am texting him going, "I'm stuck in this room"?
But that's not what you said.
Oh, like if I was hiding? No.
Mocha said, and you're still married, and you were like, what, just to watch?
No, if I'm still
Like, there
married
was-
and I can't get out, I could text Matthew being like, "Here's the situation."
No.
Also,
you
45
chose,
seconds ago,
you
you just-
chose to not get out. You
Yeah.
chose to stay and watch.
And you
Yeah, but
also
I'm telling you
said
what I would say.
Yeah, you said that I would tell Matthew that I couldn't get out.
Yes, but is it cheating to watch in the flesh?
Interesting question. Do you want me to answer now or
Well,
wait?
I sort of know your answer because you've already answered it. You don't think it is cheating to watch in the flesh.
And you also said
No,
you
but
want to make yourself
but
your
let me put it
presence
to you this
known.
way. If you set up something in advance, like you signed up for some sort of, group meetup or something, and you were going there with the intentions of watching, I think that's cheating. But if you happen to be at a party in another room and it was, it just sort of happened, it snowballed, the effect snowballed, and you're in the same room as these people, it wasn't planned in advance. How is that cheating?
Words.
Yeah, big time. Wait, are you talking about like your participation in this?
Like if you didn't plan in advance to watch and it just stumbled upon you, I don't know how that's cheating.
And then what if they did say, hey, who are you, little fella?
Yeah. Why don't you come sit on Big Jack's lap?
Then it's cheating.
Right. Okay, but it's not cheating to just watch.
If it's not planned in advance.
So is it still murder if I wake up and I don't plan to kill anyone, but then at some point in the day, a series of events happen where I end up killing someone?
That's totally different. You murdered somebody, but you didn't. If you watched somebody being murdered it wasn't planned. If you spontaneously watched a murder, he brought up murder, not me. Don't look at me like that. If you spontaneously watched a murder, you did not commit the murder.
Right. But what if you don't tell anybody about it?
You still didn't commit the murder.
But what, are you not complicit if you didn't tell somebody about it?
So what you're saying is that if Mocha tells somebody, it's better than not telling somebody.
No, what I'm saying is that you have very relaxed rules on what is cheating.
But you have
and what is
judgy
not
eyes right
cheating.
now.
Yeah, because you have that. We say one scenario of two people coming into a room, and you immediately put this together of like you hiding in a corner, and then you're just watching them, and then they look at you, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you come and join us?" And then you casually, like, it becomes a whole thing for you.
I'm just answering the question. I didn't write the question.
But the question was, how do you get out of the room? Not how do you
the
join
question
in?
is, do you leave the room or stay in the room?
Both wrong. Right? I said like immediately we would just walk out.
Guys, I'm in here.
Yeah.
Room's yours. I'm out. Maury's like, what do they look like? Are they hot?
I just want to know what.
I'm going to tell Matthew I couldn't escape.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't escape. I had to
But you
join.
had the answers right away for everything.
There was two of them. What was I supposed to do? Right?
If I leave, I might ruin what's going on between them.
What do you
I don't
care?
What if that's true love? I don't want to break that up.
Yeah.
What if that's their moment?
Right.
The excuses from this guy.
Matthew, don't worry. I didn't do anything. I let them do all the things to me. It was just like I didn't cheat.
They were too strong.
They were too strong.
Big John, he had that one dumbbell with him.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Okay, so I'll leave. Is that what you want to hear?
It's not what I want to hear. It's what.
And he's so disappointed in saying that,
I
too,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Fine, I guess I'll leave.
Okay.
Fine, I guess I leave.
Jeez.
Oh, man, you are so unhappy.
I'll leave unwillingly.
You are so unhappy, man. It's crazy.
Oh, find us on Instagram at Kiss925. This is where we get the questions from for Ask Roz and Mocha. And thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So you know what's really interesting about this too is that I know that Maury wouldn't just be going into an empty room at a party to just cool off and get some pee. You'd be going into Snoop. That's the worst part of all this is that before two strangers go in and get busy on your bed, Maury's been looking through all your stuff. Right? Guys, I know where the condoms are, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.